Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video, my first official Q&A, and I'm freaking excited about it, so let's do this. Now I know I've told you guys that I'm gonna have this freaking backdrop that's beautiful and ready to go, which I have it, and I have full intentions of putting it up this weekend. However, one of Will's family members is staying with us, or at least did last night and possibly is going to tonight, and this is his room. They're not here right now, and I don't want him to come back and be like, why is this tapestry hanging from the wall when it wasn't here when I left? So that's kind of the hold up at the moment, but I've been wanting to film this Q&A for a while now, so we're just gonna hop right into it. I'm pretty excited. I posted up on Instagram's new feature. They have ask me questions or whatever, so I did that a couple weeks ago, and I got a handful of questions. Most of them are kind of like, I don't even know the word. Most of them are like kind of goofy, but I love doing this kind of stuff. I think it's really fun, so we're just gonna hop right into it. What is your favorite glute building exercise? So up until recently, I think my favorite glute building exercise was deadlifts, but now that at the beginning of 2018, I got really hooked on hip thrusts. Every time I do legs, I've been hip thrusting some variation, usually just a normal like barbell hip thrust with a bench, bar, band around my legs. That's my favorite glute building exercise. I'm a firm believer in the staple movements. However, I do really love lunges. I've been loving lunges lately. Any vegan recommendations in Austin, Texas? I finna grub. I finna grub too. But my favorite vegan food in Austin, Texas is the Beer Plant. It's a gastro pub that they have a ton of beers on draft, but that's not even the good part. Their menu is unbelievable. Will and I went through this little phase where we went like 3 times a week for like a month straight. Their buffalo cauliflower is like the best freaking thing I've ever eaten in my whole life. I just took my sister there for the first time a couple weeks ago, and she like is still dreaming about the cauliflower. Their menu is bomb. They have this like gyro or gyro, whatever y'all say. How do you say it? Comment below how you say. I say gyro. I'm from the East Coast, though. We say gyro. The tzatziki sauce on it, so good. But also Capital City Bakery, it's bomb. Then there's Nadamu, just opened like a store. They normally just sell their pints at the store, but Nadamu's incredible. And one other place that I love to eat as a vegan, I'm just gonna say this because it's not just limited to Austin, Blaze Pizza is some bomb pizza. Pancakes, waffles, or French toast? That is a hard question. Definitely not French toast. I'm not a French toast girl. It's too sweet. It's hard to find vegan French toast. I'm definitely probably gonna have to go with pancakes. That's another thing. Austin, Texas, food recommendations, Kirby Lane. There's a bunch of them all throughout Austin. They have incredible vegan pancakes, but actually I just went there this morning. They have so many vegan options on their menu, and their vegan queso, so good. Yeah, Kirby Lane, definitely pancakes though. Kirby Lane pancakes are bomb. What's your favorite cheat meal? That's hard. Probably like a huge plate of nachos with like some ice cream for dessert and cookies. I do love cookies. It's probably way too much, but that's my favorite things that come to mind right now. Your favorite fitness wear? Obviously Lululemon Align pants are like the OG legging that are just like unbelievable, but I also wear a lot of Gymshark. I'm not as crazy about their leggings, but I love their tops. Their long sleeve shirts are amazing. This shirt's actually from Gymshark. This is like one of their like towel tees. Love it, so comfy. It's like, I'll show you, it's cropped, like pretty cropped. So I just kind of wear it at home, but I do really love Gymshark. Their long sleeve shirts to work out in, and their hoodies, love it. Also though, I do, Forever 21, don't knock Forever 21's activewear line because they have some really good cheap tops that you can just kind of like They're cropped, they're like tank tops. You can just throw them on with a pair of Lulu Aligns and you're set. They're super cheap. Would you rather drink a whole bottle of ketchup or have a giant wart on your face for 2 weeks? Depends how fast I had to drink the ketchup, but to be honest, if it's one of those big bottles of ketchup and I had to drink it in like an hour, I'd probably take the wart on my face for 2 weeks and avoid the ketchup, because I do really like ketchup. I feel like if you drink a whole bottle, then you're not gonna wanna have ketchup ever again. Favorite style / cooking method of potato? Oh my God, I love potatoes. I am gonna have to probably say shredded hash browns. Like the real thin, fine ones that get super crispy. I think that's my favorite way to eat potatoes. I don't eat them that way very often. The most common way I eat them is to just chop them up into like little cubes, season them and bake them. But I think if I had to pick one way to eat potatoes for the rest of my life, it would be shredded hash browns. Eagles or Cowboys? That's a really easy question. Although I do live in Texas, I'm originally from Pennsylvania and I'm an Eagles fan. I would just like to say that we did win Super Bowl 52, in case you didn't know, and I actually have. Here's a little fun fact. I have a 52 tattooed on my side. There's a really cool story involved with that. Maybe I'll tell you guys that sometime. But yeah, Eagles for sure, for life. So pumped for the season. Thoughts on Planet Fitness's no judgment zone? I think Planet Fitness is actually a really good option for people who do get intimidated by a normal like bodybuilding style gym, like Gold's, which is where I go. But I do go to Planet Fitness sometimes with Will. And you know what, it's not bad. I think the one thing that does kind of bug me is that they don't let you take like big water bottles. Like I've showed you guys this before. Like you can't take big like gallon jugs onto the lifting floor, which is a little stupid. And I think their pizza and like bagel, I don't know if it's bagels or donut parties that they do, I think they're kind of stupid. But overall, I go to Planet like multiple times a month, so I don't think it's the worst place in the world. And if it's like a last resort, it's a good option. I've actually, let me tell you this, I've talked about this on my Instagram. They have a thing with Planet Fitness that you can sign up for a free pass by zip code. So I don't have a membership to Planet, but when I'm traveling, like just last weekend when I was in Baltimore, I knew I wanted to work out, so I just found the closest Planet Fitness. I typed in the zip code on their website. It gets you a free 24-hour pass, and I was able to just walk in, and you can do that at any of the locations. So pretty awesome. I do really like that about Planet. It's a great option for when you're traveling. Favorite place you've ever traveled? I mean, I think I'm gonna have to say this because I spent 5 months there. I studied abroad in Australia my junior year of college. It was like the best 5 months of my life. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved Australia. We got to go to New Zealand while I was over there. New Zealand was beautiful, but I also really love London. So it's kind of hard to pick, but those are definitely my top 3. Toilet paper roll, over or under? Over. If you put it under, you're a psychopath. Thoughts on the 10,000 calorie challenge? Will you ever conquer it? I don't know. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. Probably not, to be honest with you. I probably won't ever conquer it. I'm not gonna say that I won't try again, but I probably won't ever conquer it. What's the hardest thing about being a vegan? I think it's not the actual being vegan part, honestly. It's probably dealing with people who aren't vegan and ask you like 100 questions about being vegan, and they just try to like interrogate you. That just that grinds my gears. I can't stand that. That's probably the hardest part about being vegan. Okay, last question. Do you have any regrets? Usually live my life, no regrets, but I do wish, I know this would have completely changed the course of like my entire life, and I wouldn't have met the people I met or really be sitting here in Austin, Texas right now had I made a different decision. But I do wish that I would have gone to a bigger college, or at least given myself the opportunity when it was time to make my decision to where to go to colleges, to have thrown 1 or 2 big schools into the mix, because I went all small schools, almost all local, because I wanted to play basketball in college, or I thought I wanted to. So that's one thing I do regret. I wish I would have thrown like a big school in there. Would have been cool. I honestly probably would have gone there, but I mean, everything happens for a reason, and like I said, I'm here right now. I met Will. I have the job that I have right now because of that decision that I made when I was a senior in high school. So kind of weird how it all tracks back, but yeah, that's my only regret. But at the end of the day, not really a regret. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys really soon.